Today we are going to discuss how to find f of x of a number using Lagrange polynomial. As you can see here, we have written everything already. I will explain to you all this after showing to you the question. So this is the question in discussion. As you can see, we have given yk and xk here. As you can see, 0 is xk and 23.912 is yk. This information is necessary to solve this question. Then we will see we have x0 is equal to 0, x1 is equal to 8, x2 is equal to 16, and x3 is equal to 24. So we will use this information to solve the questions. As we all know, to find Lx equivalent to Fx, if using Lagrange polynomial, we have to multiply yk multiply by Lx. This is actually, we're gonna do this in this question. Using these formulas, we will calculate Lx. Firstly, we will write the values of xk here as seen. Then we will write 2 minus xk or x minus xk as seen in this formula. The upper row is of L0x is x minus xk. After that, we will write all these numbers like x minus xk, x0 minus xk, x0 is 0, x1 minus xk, x2 minus xk, and x3 minus xk. After writing all these, like 2 minus 0 is equal to 0 minus 0 is equal to 0. Instead of where we have to write 0, we will write just boxes as seen here. There will always be a 0 in every column, okay? Next thing we will do is to approximate the value of lkx using these numbers. So as we can see, lkx, to find lkx we have to use this formula. First of all, we will use these three numbers to get this value. Firstly, we will use the formula as shown here. This formula, we will put the value, but see, we have already found for the numerator the values. These three values are for the numerator. X minus xk, so x minus x1 is 2, x minus x2 is minus 6, and x minus x3 is minus 14, x minus x4 is minus 22. So what we need to do next is multiply these three values. After multiply these three values, we will get minus 1848. And after multiplying these three values, we will get 3072. Okay, now we've got our first approximation of L0x. We will later use this to multiply with yk, as we had already seen yk would be given in the formula. So the next thing is we will have x1 minus xk here, and the denominator is the same as it was before, 8 multiplied by minus 8 multiplied by minus 16, which is x1 minus xk, x1 minus x0, x1 minus x3, x1 minus x4. Okay, this will be minus, this will be 1024. Here we have already even written it. So it's 2 minus 0, 2 minus 16, 2 minus 24. To note that we will do x minus xk and not x minus x1 minus xk, okay? So after solving this, we get 616 divided by 1024. We will write this here, same thing with this. Firstly, we will get the numerator. For getting the numerator, we will see the thing that is 0 here is 16. So except 16, we will do 2 minus 0, 2 minus 8. It means like x minus x0, x minus x2, x minus x1, and x minus x3. We've already done this too here. And in the denominator, we will just do 16 multiplied by 8 multiplied by minus 8, which will be 1024 again. Do 64, 1024, okay? As minus 1024, sorry. Same thing we will do for the next question. Sorry, for the next column. Now we will use these values. This table was just to find the value of LKX, for nothing else. LKX, which is one of the parts of finding Lagrange f of x. Okay, Lagrange polynomial. To solve this question using Lagrange polynomial. The next table I've made here, as you can see, it has the value of xk, which are x0, x1, x2, and x3, 0, 8, 16, 24. Next thing is the value of yk. Yk was already given in the question table. As you can see the question table, the value of yk. This is yk, and this is xk. Okay. So we just write the values of yk respectively, and the next thing we write is lkx. LKX is the same, but we write it in floating point number form by dividing minus 1848 by 3072. We get minus 0.60156. After dividing 616 by 1024, we get the same result. After dividing 264 by minus 1024, we get 2.5781, and after dividing 168 by 3072, we get 0.054688. Not to mention, every numerical result here in my answers are in 5-digit floating point number, 5-digit floating point number. Okay, the next thing and the main thing to find the Lagrange polynomial, this formula, we will use this formula now. Multiply LK x by yk. After multiplying 23.912 and 0.60156, we'll get 14.385, and same by multiplying the same thing by 26.828, we get 16.139, and respectively we multiply lkx by yk here, and this row represents our answers. The next thing is we add all these results. After adding all these results, what we will get is 25.609. Okay, this is our final answer. It's also, as shown in the notes, it is also our error approximation. So here we used the Lagrange polynomial formula to solve this question. Here is the rough work we did, and I hope this video really helped you guys. Please subscribe.